Incremental greetings. Today I want to share with you something I learned from Nice, a SuperMemo user from the community. So let's take for instance this item, which now it's the outstanding item for today. So let's say that, oh, I don't know what boundary is. Let me check that on my English collection, right? So I haven't seen the answer yet. So I change the collection, I will go to my advanced collection, and now I can search. Okay, well in this case it's used in prose, but there's no cat for calling that. So we'll create the cat and so on and so on. But what will happen is when I go back to my collection, is voila, I have the spoiler, I have the answer. I haven't clicked to reveal the answer. You can avoid this. This will be useful only if you have multiple collections. So in order to do so, you need to go to Toolkit, Options, Access tab, and here, Default Element, which by default you have last visited. So you change this, you click here, and now SuperMemo is waiting for you to click on an element. So for now, I will click my top element, and look at that. Concept 1, Guillem, it's my parent. Now if I go back again, let's try that. English, I do some repetitions, I go back at learning, and I go to my main item. I avoid the spoiler. I do have to click on learn to go back where I was. No spoiler done. And on top of that, you can change anytime. So now I use my concept here, which it's kind of blank, right? But I could do a task. So to do clean template for short. I could have a to-do list or even a task. Now what I will do is setting this as my default. So options, access, default element. Now I will look for it, double click. You have to double click really quickly. Okay. Now as you can see it's this 81,000 and something. So now when I do change collection, let me change the item. Okay. If I change the collection.
Perimeter. Wronged.
Look, I am on the to-do list. So this could be useful if you want to do something that you're procrastinating. It's something you can interrupt, but it's convenient to do. And it's not relatively needed to have a task. I will use it. And you can do this by collection, because now if I go to my English collection,
Wronged.
I got the answer, right? I think I didn't see this answer. So you have to do the same for each collection.
Wronged.
So if I don't want to be spoiled on the English collection, default element, and I will select my main element, and that's it. Wronged. Okay, let's do the next one.
Wronged.
Right. So I do here. Notice that now I go to the default element. I move on, I go back again here. Now change collections. And I don't get spoiled on English either. And what's the last thing? Now if, for whatever reason, I don't want to change for another element, but to get rid of it, so I want to go set back the last visited, you can do so. So you go to the same place, and here you click, and that's it, last visited. Sometimes the UI is not responsive, and you have to smash the escape button until you get it. Let's do the same for this collection. Now we go here. Same place we started the video. Gotcha. And oh, why it's the same? Because I didn't move from this item. So this is the last visited as well. That's actually true. Super.
Slug.
Look, the same place as before. I am getting back the answer, which I didn't reveal. And same will be for
Slug.
the English collection. And also, if you noticed, when you change the collection, the audio it's played. You may have listened Slack before that. So you're not only getting the answer revealed, you're also getting the audio if you have set the autoplay. So that's the question. Side, I don't reveal the answer, I move on,
Slug.
and as soon as I open the window for choosing collections, the audio is played. So keep that in mind.